it sound like I'm knee-deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with their opponents. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Stewart sets to throw. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Whew.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing now, Stewart. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stewart to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Cordell Stewart. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Murray off play action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 10, Murray flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rose. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stewart. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They go with Jacobs. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Murray. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Stewart from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Escaping the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray going to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really...
Touchdown, Patriots! Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. Stewart. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Quiddy Pay showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Stewart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Rolling to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game. As
pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one is incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, he finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there for the Patriots.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Murray to air it out again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Murray's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down, here's Stewart. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on third down, Stewart. And my goodness, another interception. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Here's Freiermuth again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cook. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, they'll throw with Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalvin Cook from 8 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Stewart, second down. Oh, put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Flush to his right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Murray now on first down. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Murray now. On the slant, he's got Hardman. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Stewart. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began. All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And a huge play that time. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Stewart sets to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, nice move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They will throw on first down with Stewart. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Back to throw it. Murray. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, that's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stewart to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now Murray off play action. On the move to his left. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again, Murray. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray forced out to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Breaks a tackle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.